Hello and welcome. So today's video is going to be about some cursed royal jewels. Now some of these jewels, when I was reading about them, I realised there was a lot more information that I could give on them. So a couple of them will have their own more in-depth videos later on. So at the minute it's basically just a quick description of them. So let's get started. So the Koh-i-Noor diamond comes from Asia, but today it sits in the Queen Mother's crown of the United Kingdom. Now there is a lot of controversy about how it ended up in the United Kingdom. Before the diamond came to the United Kingdom, it was fought over by a lot of kings and leaders and that in Asia. So the diamond has picked up a reputation of bringing bad luck to any man who wears it, which is probably why it sits in a woman's crown today. So the strawberry leaf tiara belonged to Princess Alice, who was a daughter of Queen Victoria of the United Kingdom. Alice's father, Prince Albert, had the tiara made for her as a wedding gift for when she married Grand Duke Louis of Hesse, but sadly Albert died before the wedding. The tiara was still given to Alice though. But because Albert's tiara was given to Alice posthumously, it is believed that this made the tiara cursed. So 17 years after her father's death, Alice died of diphtheria. 3 of her daughters died tragic deaths, and in 1937, a plane crash killed several members of the Hesse family. The strawberry leaf tiara was on the plane when it crashed and miraculously survived. So this opal ring was apparently given to Queen Mercedes of Spain by her husband, King Alfonso XII's mistress, the Countess of Castellon. The Countess had been Alfonso's mistress before he became king, but when he became king, he obviously had to find a suitable wife to have some heirs with. So the Countess was cast aside. So after she received the ring, Mercedes only lived for 6 months, and this ring is also blamed for the tragedies that struck the Spanish royal family during the 19th century. The Hope diamond now lives in the Smithsonian Natural History Museum, but it used to belong to the French royal family and was taken during the French Revolution. So after it was taken during the French Revolution, the diamond passed through several hands, and all the hands who it passed through ended up dying tragically. Some committed suicide, some were murdered. So one of the last people that owned the diamond was Evelyn Walsh Maclean. While she had the diamond, she suffered from her son's death, her husband's infertilities, and her family business going bankrupt. So this diamond used to be known as the Eye of Brahma. Legend said that it was used as the god Brahma's eye in a statue, but it was stolen from the statue. The story of the diamond being cursed started when apparently 3 of its owners committed suicide by jumping out of a window. But there isn't actually any evidence of this happening, though a diamond cursed by a god makes a good story. So this jewel is said to curse relationships. The first relationship that it ruined was of King Philip II of Spain and Queen Mary I of England. It also apparently cursed Philip's second marriage, and also cursed the marriage of Joseph Bonaparte, King of Spain. And it also is said to have cursed the marriage of actors Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor. This diamond belonged to the French royals. The legend goes that a slave found the diamond and smuggled it onto a ship, where the captain took it off of him and sold it to a merchant. This then ended up in the French crown jewels, where it was worn by Marie Antoinette, who was later guillotined. It was then owned by Napoleon Bonaparte, who ended up in exile. It was then put into the crowns of Louis XVIII and Napoleon III of France, and both of them ended up in exile as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video and a few cursed royal jewels. If you did, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.